Ladies and gentlemen.
Got a brand new number. 659-746 Benz. 659-746 Benz. We gotta put several things together. We did it. What's up, everybody? It's Skylar with First in Benz. I think I'm gonna let y'all come along with me today, or me and Evan, while we go drop off a dumpster. Also, we're gonna see what it's like to go to the dump. We got one to dump, one to drop off. We had two drop offs today, but one postponed till Wednesday, I believe. So today, just one dump, one drop off. We're out here at Josh's, where we keep our bins at. He's gracious enough to let us store our bins on his property until we can get our property of our own. Currently, we're waiting on Evan to get here, which is a constant. So yeah, waiting on Evan like always. But as you can see behind me, it's our setup. We got our dumpsters here. We got the little 16 yard iron bull dumpsters on a 14K trailer. We got to dump this one today. That one's empty. We're about to actually drop that one off to a customer. This one needs to be dumped. So yeah, y'all be coming along with us to do that, and we'll try to fill you in and update you on the business, how it's been going since we started up. I initially intended on making videos during the startup of it, but things were kind of slow, so I decided to wait a little bit. It's starting to warm up here in Alabama, so I expect business to start picking up a lot more. So yeah, once Evan gets here, we'll hook the trailer up and head down to the delivery. So this is the point where we start to hook up the trailer. It's best for us to have a backer, because right now we don't have the magnetic thing to put on the gooseneck that, you know, for one person that lets you know. So when you're backing up, the neck from the gooseneck will knock the magnetic pole over, which lets you know you're on top of the ball. But right now we have a spot where I'm the spotter and Evan's backing back. So typically, you know, when you by yourself, it may take 2 or 3 times, maybe 4, 5, 6 times, having to get out the truck, look over the gate, look down at it, see where you're at, go and reposition. I know for myself, when I'm doing it by myself, I have to reposition 9, 10 times. But after we get it put on, or get it in the right spot, Evan goes over to the side and cranks it down, which is lowering the gooseneck. I'm applying the secondary chains, which again, you know, it's the fail safe. It's not really a fail safe, but if the gooseneck ever were to slip off of the ball, the chains are supposed to catch it. You know, give you enough time to get back there and or get the truck stopped, pretty much. Also, if you look on this left chain over here that isn't hooked up yet, it also has a brake release. If you see that small little wire coming out from the chain, it's got a brake release on there, and it's hooked up to this module that's on the gooseneck. So if it ever were to trip, which would pull that wire out, the e-brakes on the trailer would automatically engage and stop the trailer from going crazy. We've arrived over at the destination, which is out in, today's delivery was out in Warrior. We're in Warrior, just outside of Morris, Walker County, pretty much. Right here, Evan is attempting the back end. Sometimes you have to kind of gauge it. The first time he felt like he wasn't in there tight enough, so he pulled out and repositioned and got it correct right then. He's backing up here. She wanted it, but directly behind me is a trailer, and she wanted it in front of that, but it was going to make it difficult for us to pick it up, so we decided to put it right next to it. And right here, I think he's putting it in 4-wheel drive because he started to slip a little bit. But we decided to put it right next to the trailer so it can make it easy for us to come and get it. Because at that point, we can just back straight up to it and get it. But typically, yeah, these are pretty easy. This is one of our easier ones. Let me say that. We've had some very difficult deliveries. This one was pretty straightforward, and it should be a pretty straightforward pickup. She rented this one for 3 days. If you don't know, our rates are for 1 to 3 days, $350. That includes 2 tons, 1 dump. And if you want it for 4 to 7 days or a week, it's $450, and that includes the same 2 tons, 1 dump. If we have to, bring it back to you, if you want us to dump it and bring it back, then we charge you a reset fee, which will pretty much be whatever the rate was. So if it was $350, you'll be paying $350 again or $450 again. Right here, I don't know if you noticed, but Evan was putting down some 2x6s. We use 2x6s for the bin to lay on so it doesn't dig into the ground. 1, to keep it from messing with the customer's yard, and 2, to again keep it from sinking down into the ground to where it's hard for us to pick it up. Also, I'm off camera right now. I'm actually driving the truck from up under the bin. The reason we're doing that is because one of the wheels on this particular bin, one of them doesn't roll, so it won't roll off, which is the whole point of a roll-off dumpster. It won't roll off, so we have to drive from up under it. It's not a big deal. I mean, sometimes it can be a little annoying, but you adapt and you overcome. We just drive right from up under it. Right here, he's doing the same thing with these 4x4s and putting it up under the front of it, because there is a hook that the winch attaches to on the front of that dumpster. And sometimes if you don't put something in front of it to keep it off the ground, that hook will get wedged into the ground and we can't get it. Right here, that white trailer over there had some fender flares on it, and my leg got caught. And you're about to see in about a couple of seconds the sound's going to come back in. And I could have died. I might be being a little dramatic, but I could have died.
Can't make that type of stuff up right there, buddy.
And these supposed to be Carhartts.
Got it right on the seat.
These supposed to be Carhartts. another successful drop off. Well, pants. So right here, we've arrived at the dump. You have to, like at most, I guess all dumps, you have to go across the weigh station. Our dry weight for both of our trucks, I have a Dodge Ram 2500. He has a F250 Ford. Both of our dry weights are 14.8. That's the trailer, the dumpster, with nothing in it, plus the truck and both of us in it. It's 14.8. As you can see here, the waste that's in the back of the dumpster is 16.78, so a little bit under a ton. Here we are driving up. This is what the dump looks like. You can see all the little scavenger birds flying around looking for, scraps to eat, take back to the family. It smells exactly how you think it smells out there. If you've ever had trash sitting in your house for days that you need to take out, then you know exactly what the dump smells like, times 1,000. Man, you get some of that dirt, some of that mud inside of your truck, and you don't know where it is, or they have your truck smelling like a dump for days until you find it. But right here, we're about to back into this spot and get this stuff off of here. So honestly, this is my favorite part of the whole experience, going to the dump. For me, it's about the completion of the job. I love to see the job through its completion, and seeing, unloading these bins is probably the most satisfying thing you'll ever watch. This particular bin, though, this is one that we actually keep it. Well, we're letting Josh use it because he keeps our bins on his property, so he can use it for free. I don't know if you noticed that, but he has a freaking hot tub in there. I don't even know how you get a hot tub in a bin, but somehow he managed. But if you can see here, we're attempting to get everything out, and what we're going to find is the hot tub is going to get wedged in there because it's too big to go in. So typically what we would do here is we would try to jolt it out by, driving forward and slamming on the brakes to kind of let gravity help us out. But that seemed to not work. We tried several times, and it kind of just kept getting wedged in there. So what we ended up doing was getting the come-alongs and tying it through that hole up there, and that bulldozer right there was able to hook up and pull it out for us. If you enjoyed this video and want to support us, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thank you guys.